Loved the story. It had my attention right away. I wasn't quite sure what to make of it at the beginning because there were so many different elements. I wasn't sure what was going on or where the story was going. And then when we got to the reveal, I was blown away. Not what I was expecting at all, but I was into it. I thought the action sequences were on point. The choreography was really tight, and the sound effects were just spot on. And on top of that, the music was fantastic too. It gave everything such a great sense of danger and drama.
Great cat and mouse game wrapped in a very sinister and intriguing manner. Great concept, and great execution in that world building and commitment to building the simulation and concept. All of the location scouting, all of the wardrobe, everything felt fully believable and fully immersible. I think the ending moment when the anticipation had subsided still carried that weight of the simulation before and made her gasp at the end just so viscerally felt for me, and implicated us in it as well. And yeah, just a really cleanly, stylishly filmed short.
It was very Hunger Games esque, and I loved that film. So, of course, I really was into this. I wanted to see what was happening. I wanted to see what the reveal was and what the twist was. And great job with that. It was a very, very well crafted story. I thought that all of the acting in it was great, especially the actress, what she did with the barrier. Um, the three, I called them scientists, but that's not exactly what they were. But the three scientists in unison pointing her in what direction to go. Great stunt choreography. I think that they did a great job. And the twist at the end was something that I did not see coming.
Love the costumes and the makeup and the hair. I think all of that was done really well. The acting was subtle and so good. I feel like the lead actress, when she woke up in the forest, could have been so over the top, but she wasn't. And it was almost like, you could tell she wasn't sure if this was real or not, but she was running for her life in case it was real. And the sound effects when things, were happening, but uh, in the experiment room, I believe, and then it was, like the ears were ringing. That was so well done. When she ran into the other guy who was having the simulation and she didn't follow along with him, she wasn't the follower, she was the leader. Just so mind bending, and the effects of her seeing the doctors and then the kind of, the wall kind of flashing, that invisible wall. Thought that was really cool. Just very impressed by all of this. The camera work, especially like going through the forest, just all of the shots that had to be done there with the running and the chasing. The beginning, I noticed there was very little dialogue. So, I mean, the pace was great. It just kept you intrigued, wondering what was going to happen and what was the scenario here. Music in the film was very subtle, and I just thought it was great because you didn't really need a lot of it, just something to kind of have that underlying feeling, but really it was on point.
I loved the drone shot opening. I thought that was super neat. And just the visual effects with the force field were so impressive. And I just think you guys really created such an intriguing, story and universe and world without much. You guys really relied on wardrobe and just the storytelling to, show what was going on and like where these people were. And I thought that was super well done.
I really liked how it was clear that this was some sort of game or simulation, and how there was like the observers sort of pointing out directions and stuff. I have a lot of questions about the context of the short film and the universe, the backstory of the characters. Really curious to know this. I think it was a really interesting concept.
It was really suspenseful. It was a really interesting piece to watch. It's a great job in world building. And I loved the way that you just built up this suspense through the characters and their acting, and watching this entire story play out.
I really liked how the other number that she kind of ran into was number 3, first of all, and not, like, number 7 or number 9, like, one right next to her, because then, at least for me, it helps with the idea that, like, they're doing this on far more people, and this is a current experiment or a current process, I guess, than anything else. And I also really liked how the nurses were just, like, standing in the woods, because it's the first kind of sign that you get that, like, something is wrong and, like, something isn't quite adding up.